Well, good evening, everybody. You join us in Gaziantep. The arena starting to fill up. It's regular season Group B action in the Basketball Champions League. Game day 13. And MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg are the visitors in a matchup that could keep alive Gaziantep's hopes of qualification for the last 16 or see any hope they have of progressing disappear if the German club get the win. Here is the regular season Group B schedule. Capital Orlando lost to Ventspils. Big win for Ventspils yesterday. PAOK and Neptunus will tip off at the same time as this game here. And then Tenerife is the nightcap game as Elan Chalon are the visitors to the Canary Islands. Well, here are the Group B standings. As you can see, Ludwigsburg and Tenerife qualified already. Neptunus close to that qualification spot. And then, hey, it's a lottery almost. Ventspils with a 6-7 record after last night's win. And there's the problem, Gaziantep. That win means that they have to win their last two games and then look at points difference scenarios in terms of qualification. So anything that we get the calculators out for tonight could be null and void on once this game day 13 fixtures are complete. But they have a hope. That's the most important thing at this stage of the Basketball Champions League. They have a hope. Ludwigsburg, with coach John Patrick, currently sits second. Their only two defeats have been against Tenerife, and they are qualified for the last 16. And then it's a case of, well, pretty much they're confirmed in second place, but have a chance if Tenerife slip up to take the #1 seed. Gaziantep had the big win in Latvia last week that just about kept their chances of qualification alive. That was a great performance for them on the road. They're going to turn that into a win here. This roster highlighted by Sean Armand, who was excellent last week. Contributions across the roster. Patrick Miller was very good in that win on the road. Then Markovic at the in charge in his second Basketball Champions League club of the season, having started the season in the ACB with Tenerife. Well, when these two clubs faced each other in the first half of the regular season, Ludwigsburg had a 12-point win at home, really paced by Thomas Walkup with his 21 points. And they shot the ball very well. Great percentages across the floor for the Ludwigsburg club. Walkup first man out. And this club, real reflection of Coach John Patrick, very fluid, want to play up tempo, want to create for each other. And one thing when you're playing at that pace, you need to understand your role, and this team really does understands its role. It's going to be a factor in the postseason, in the knockout stages of this season's Basketball Champions League. On any given night, this club could take a scalp of any of the opponents they would face in that knockout stage. Well, the win last week was without Victor Rudd, who had led this team in scoring throughout this season. So that's a real confidence builder for everybody else in the lineup. But Rudd restored to the roster for this evening's game. Last chance saloon, and even a win may not be enough. They've got to keep winning. They've got to win their last two games, get to 6 wins, and then hope results go their way. Ideally for them, they would love to see PAOK lose in the game that they're playing against Neptunus, and that would keep their hopes very much alive in terms of a dramatic last day round 14 of games and see their chance to slip into the round of 16. It's a long shot, but at this stage, at least you've got a long shot. There are clubs who are out of contention in this Basketball Champions League. Well, the Shahabeh Karatas Sports Arena, it's a little sparse, the crowd, but they make a lot of noise, and they are going to need to inspire this roster to try and get a win over one of the most consistent teams in the Basketball Champions League. As I say, only 2 losses, and they have both been to Tenerife. They have beaten every other team in this group and have yet to have their colours down by anybody except the group leaders and the defending Basketball Champions League champions, Iberostar Tenerife. Well, get a look at the third team on the floor, just about to go 3 minutes. The 3 referees, Mr. Ademir, Mr. Martin, and Sebastian from Bosnia, Herzegovina, Bulgaria, and Switzerland, respectively. And so the third team on the floor, having to, again, do a great piece of teamwork to ensure they get this game underway and controlled. And that's been the case in every Basketball Champions League game so far this season. Here's the starting lineup for Ludwigsburg. Dwayne Evans, really excellent last week. Walkup. Karan Johnson at the forward spot has been a real star for Coach Patrick. And this roster wants to run. They're relentless. So they may have periods of the game where they may turn the ball over a little, but it's a pace of game that he enjoys and his team enjoys playing. Starting lineup for Gaziantep. Carter was tremendous, and Victor Rudd's on the floor. So this team for Coach Markovic has scoring potential. So this could be a very, very exciting game. Both teams want to run, both teams can score.
Cross-match, we're going to basically 3 to 5 is all the same size guy for them. Start off with this. Going in, bro. Look to reject. Dwayne, Adam, you're playing the 5. Adika, Tom, and Karan starting out. So make sure we have a safety, but let's get up into them. Okay, let's take it out of fellas.
Not super quick or switching right on the back. Head 5, head 5.
Well, it was an 80-70 game when these two teams faced each other in the first half of the regular season. If it gets into the 80s, I don't think Gaziantep will get the win. It comes down to how well they can control the tempo of this game and stop Ludwigsburg getting out and running. Victor Rudd is going to be a handful, that's for sure. If Gaziantep take care of the basketball in the same way they did last week in Ventspils, they're going to be a hard nut to crack here at home. They've got to keep winning and hope. That's all they can do. Ludwigsburg can finish off their last chance of qualification by winning here in Turkey. So it's back against the wall time for Gaziantep. Ludwigsburg want to give themselves a chance of winning the group and putting pressure on Tenerife. Well, good evening, wherever you're joining us from. Gaziantep in the white uniform. Ludwigsburg in the dark blue and yellow. And they will get a first look at it in the half court. Walk up, there is the heartbeat. It's no mistake about it. Spins in the lane, little hang time is short. Defensive rebound is pulled in by Carter, and a chance for Rudd to advance it. Victor Rudd with a mismatch, feels the help. It is a 2-3 zone, trying to take some space up, inside, outside, extra pass. Oh, they turn down a wide open look and then throw it out of bounds. Poor decision. And they're going to correct the call. Tells you a lot about the confidence of the officials, had a conversation, had a look at the situation, and then got the right call in the end, which is the important thing. Inbound pass. Tough one on a lean back is off, and that'll be a 24 violation. Real statement by Ludwigsburg. Straight out the traps in this vital matchup. Turnover, chance to run. Miller going up, nice move. Just blows the layup though. Great work on the glass. Three is just dropped from deep, and Rudd just announces himself. Got a whistle on the play. Dwayne Evans is a handful. Sideline possession for the German club. Trying to open the floor. Puts it on the floor, goes strong with left hand, but the layup is no good. And Rudd comes down with a defensive rebound. Rudd, guarded by a walk-up. Deep three, in and out. Olszewski comes down with a defensive rebound. Walk up, stops, pops on the foul line for two. Cannot let him get that deep. Far too easy. Extension on the defense, little zone trap. Sean Armour goes inside with a pass. And Carter is fouled. Nice pace to the game in the first couple of minutes here. All covers foul. Called for the foul as Carter tried to throw the hook. Davey McRae steps in. Nearly 6. Well, Carter's walk up. It turned down the screen. Wiskowski slips. Walk up, moves it on. Into the inside. Wiskowski with good hands. Can't get it to drop. That will stay with Ludwigsburg. 13 seconds on the possession. MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg on the road here in Turkey. Walk up on the pick and release. Go, oh, nice job. Give it back to the inbounder. Walker just heads up. Slit the tap, and we move the ball on. Rudd takes the quick two, is off. Ball's kept alive. MSA Ava will come down with it. Miller goes up off the glass for two. Took a lot of contact. Really played strong. Far side of the ring, nice pass, and McRae can't handle. Numbers down the floor here, 3-on-2 break. Rudd pulls up for three, is long. Chance to run the other way. Walk up at Trump, at speed. Goes on the glass, gets the two. Tough move. Just manufactured some form of shot. I don't think Gaziantep, unless they get hot from the perimeter, are really going to be able to keep this pace up. They're going to get outscored here. Armand attacks it in the lane. Rudd has it, fires the other three, is short. And one thing for sure, Victor Rudd, he's averaging 11 shots a game. He's already taken a huge step towards that. Well, he's averaging 11 shots a game. He's already taken 4, 1 from 4 at the moment in the first 4 minutes. Shinko checks in. Erokan Cinco. Again, just got to keep repeating. They got such contribution as a team last week, Gaziantep. They haven't had that all season. Pick and pop for the three is good. Dwayne Evans, just beautiful rhythm, beautiful stroke. And Ludwigsburg will open up the 9-5 lead. Minus in the game for Gaziantep. Armand stops on the three-point line, is long. Defensive rebound is pulled in by Florian Koch. And again, Ludwigsburg at pace. Little hesitation. Wachowski with a standstill jump shot is no good. And Dwayne Evans. Dwayne Evans just making a real nuisance of himself on the glass. Evans out top. Karen Johnson, baseline, needs a pass, wraps one. Cook will shoot the three, it's no good. Balls, and they're just out rebounding this Gaziantep team at the moment. Armand comes down but gives it up. Rudd wants to hand off. Miller. Kumanis gives him another screen. They show hard. Miller attacks it, is fouled. That's a rip through. Just ripped it and went. You've got to love the way Gaziantep, you've got to love the way they have been the aggressor here. Even though, you know, they've missed shots, even though that the tempo may be a little quick for ultimately getting the win, they're in a very, very good place in the way that they've approached this game. Miller slices through the double team, kicks wide open in the corner. They turn it down. Rudd almost naked on the perimeter. Step through, second move is no good. Chance to run as McNeely will push. Elgin Cook has it in the block, wants to go to work on Armand, gets to the middle, little hang time for two. Timeout called, I think, by Gaziantep. And the aggression is good. The tempo is, I believe, what they want to put on the floor. I don't necessarily think it's the right idea, but they've definitely come out and tried to make that sort of statement. But they've just been unable to get stops and been unable to compete on the glass.
3-on-2 3-point shot. Now when we are open, we don't want to shoot 3-point shot. Fuck, we need to be genius to understand what is in fucking head. And run back immediately to establish a defense so we don't get mismatched every time. Make one foul.
Apologies for the the language in the timeout. It's a very, very pressurized situation. Sorry if that's offended. But Coach Markovic knows his back is firmly against the wall here. He really does. Has to find a way to get a win here.
Defense, 1, 2, 3. Keep hustling, keep hustling.
And he's quite right. They're coming down the floor. Coming down the floor 3-on-2. Coming down the floor 3-on-2, and they fire up a three-pointer. They could have got to the ring. Then they find themselves open and have passed it up. So it's one of those things that coaches will just be very, very frustrated about. Trying to work out the why and the wherefore. Full court pressure coming out the timeout. Inbound is released by 3-. Patrick Miller will take the handoff. We'll get the ball screen from 3-, who won't roll very strongly because Miller's going to dive there, finds a hole, almost turns it over, in fact does. And Dwayne Evans will advance it. Justin Sears in the game, always gives you instant energy. Cook, step through, easy two. It's like a post clinic, that play. Beautiful second move, got the defense in the air. They didn't guard the free leg, free foot. Easy step through, we got an offensive foul. Asieva, Orhan Asieva picks up the personal. The power forward, he's 28 now. He's been around for a while. Solid, solid player. Ludwigsburg bringing the changes. Nicholas Gesk steps in. He has it out top, guarded by Miller. Sears with the ball screen, will pop. Thinks about it, puts it on the floor, goes with the right hand. Nice ball fake, gets the drop. It may not look the smoothest move in the world, but how effective is Sears at the moment? In fact, how effective is this Ludwigsburg team? They lead this 15-5. Trying to put the nail in the coffin for Gaziantep and their Basketball Champions League 2018 future. Ogat with nowhere to go, much to the displeasure of Coach Markovic. He wants the ball passed, I think, is what Coach is trying to make sure that Ogat understands. Everything while the ball is on the floor is in front of the defense. Make life very easy. Carter on the roll, travels. They've just got to hang in here, Gaziantep. Everyone's aware of the circumstance. Their chances to qualify are limited. And they're playing as though they're trying to win the game in the first quarter, making a number of mistakes. 4 turnovers for Gaziantep. Elgin Cook establishes, getting a lot out this low post entry. Tries to go against Avieva, and he blocks with the left knee. Go ahead, Asieva, there you go. If Carter's going to help, he's got to step right down to take away the space for the penetration, not reach. And there's no one looking to help on that matchup. So they're going to play it one-on-one, and I think anyone looking at it will probably agree that at the moment it's not really a contest. Cook is giving a post clinic down there. Miller's going to sit as Gaziantep look for a lineup that's going to work. Nicholas Gesk outside will move it on. Sears has it high, needs a pass. Will pass and ball screen, pops again. Penetration is after the 24-second clock expired. Turnover. So you've got to use something. Gaziantep get the great stop. Calls the violation of 24 seconds now. Get down the floor. Execute what you want to run. Get a shot you want. Build yourself back into the game. Another turnover, easy 2, and it's nightmare time here. Oga has it, gets it to Rudd on the handoff, who curls. Ball screen with Carter and Oga, nowhere to go. Carter needs touch, surely, gets it in the block. They've got to move away. Carter going to work, just about gets it away, and one. Right at the bottom of the shot clock. Well, they got the stop. They tried to move the basketball. They go inside to Carter. And right at the shot, as it's expiring, Carter finishes the play well, gets the 2-1 to come. There's the steal play before. 3 shirts after the ball. It's hunting in pack time. Carter to complete the 3-point play. Sears knocks it away. Quite entitled to do that now. Kieran Johnson. Nice pass. Walk up in the block. They are milking the low post entry. Inside, outside. Sears, mid-range 2 is long. Defensive rebound will end up in Ogat's hands. Chance to eat into this margin again. Hard show. Great pass. Carter in the block. Great look. Great movement away from the ball, and they blow. They're going to count that. Tremendous cut away from the basketball by Hurricane Cinco to get the pass from the high post. And because they've hit the ring and hit the backboard, they're going to count that. Got a piece of it, to be fair. Kieran Johnson gets it into the half court again. Walk up, can't get open. Evans, again, is impressive. Guarded by Rudd. Nice matchup. Rudd plays him well and gets the block. Rudd's off at the races. Needs a pass, finds one. Oga has it. Extra pass, wide open in the corner in transition. The 3 is off. Much, much better, though, for Gaziantep. Ball move, nothing stuck. They're going to give it up easy at the other end. Cook fighting for it. Great work by Carter to recover. And it's a bit messy, but Gaziantep are matching effort for effort now. A Balaam wants a little clearance. Carter wants it in the post. Balaam likes this matchup. Inside, outside turnover. 4-on-2 break. Evans is fouled. Will pick himself up off the floor, hopefully. And gets to the line. Well, Bayram, having called the play, having taken Carter out of the post, then turns it over. Frustrating time for a Gaziantep fan. Bayram will sit. Dwayne Evans on the free throw line. Can't make the first. %, from the free throw line across this Basketball Champions League regular season for Dwayne Evans. Rudd beats the pressure, advances into the half court. Again, well, they get it away just at the end of the quarter. Armon had to let it go, and that has been a tremendous performance on the road by MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg. That's the turnover at the halfway line. It led to the layup from McNeely. A frustrated Coach Markovic. Let's take a listen to what either coach is going to say.
Really helping inside, but when the ball is down here, we got to give him space.
Değerli taraftarlarımız, hücumu alkışlarınızla başlatıyoruz.
Almost turned over again from the timeout, and again Gaziantep making a real hard work of reading this trap.
Hey, set it, Justin. Good help.
Sears will advance it. Surely Carter wants to guard him, but because Sears is always going to look to hand it off. Somehow Gaziantep in this second quarter need to beat that trap. And they just need to find a way to get some type of rhythm. Starts at this defensive end though. If they can get stops, they don't have to worry about the trap. They can get into transition, get the score as the basketball. They only trail 18-9 at the moment. Coach Markovic looks like a coach who knows the answer but can't understand why his players don't really understand it. Great block by Carter off the Wojcicki. Well, you've got to say weak layup. Armon gets it into the half court. Rudd out top. The Rudd and Evans matchup goes on. Sean Armon turning the corner, needs a pass. Rudd wide open, puts it on the floor. Mid-range for two, just can't buy one. Ogok gets the offensive rebound in the land of the Giants and then just throws it away. Great work on the glass. It's a team trying to find an answer at the moment, Gaziantep. They should really just work at this defensive end and then offensively let the game come to them. Wojcicki moves it on. Evans thinks about the three. 8 on the possession. Nice post. Evans feels a little help. Nice jump hook. Beautiful play by Evans. Absolutely superb play. Rudd in the lane for two is good. Take it to the ring. Take it strong. Finish around the ring. It's not just settle for jump shots. No help came, so Rudd went. Just slices his way through, gets the little layup. Timeout by Coach Patrick. Take a listen.
Keep hustling, keep our hands up. They're throwing passes through traffic. On offense, Tom, heads four. Heads four, that means go off the four guy. Adam's gonna dive, and then we'll get a high-low because Adam's guy's not coming out at the end, and we'll get another pop. Okay, heads 5. Against the pressure. Yeah, bring it up. If they do that again,
4 more shots for Ludwigsburg, as well as the better percentages equates to the lead.
Transition. Quick transition, move the ball. If they hedge out here on the first screen, open up, move the ball, and watch if you can keep them immediately.
Walkup will advance the basketball. 9-point lead for the visitors. High pick and roll with Evans. Nothing out of that. Now gets it back. Well, Walkup slips, somehow finds Johnson, who just knocks the 3 down. Everybody's on the floor. I think they might need to dry the floor. Well, they're letting the game go, so no 30 seconds of fame for the floor wiper. Nice find in the corner. Great take against the closeout. Rudd wide open in the corner for 3. Just can't buy one. Carter's on the glass. Miller in the lane for 2 is short. It's almost as though on almost every shot, he just cannot get that rhythm going. Nice move and one. And down the other end, Ludwigsburg getting shots they want. Johnson drew the contact, gets the finish, goes to the line for one. There's a slip by Walkup, counts as an assist because that happened. If it's not raining, it's pouring. McNeely checks back in. Patrick Miller will sit. Full court pressure again by Ludwigsburg. Got to get it over. Ogar feels a double team, finds Carter as the lighthouse. Rudd gets it back. Great defensive effort by Ludwigsburg. Ogar attacks it, needs a pass, finds one. Rudd stops and pops the short two, gets it to drop this time. Is that going to open the floodgates of points for Gaziantep? Rudd finds a perimeter jump shot that drops. Wachowski comes again and is the lighthouse for Ludwigsburg. Evans. Wachowski from the foul line is no good. Defensive rebound is Rudd. He rips it and goes. Numbers down the floor for Gaziantep. Rudd kicks it out. Sean Armand on the attack. Ogar in the corner for three. Got it. The ball never stuck. Tremendous transition basketball. This goes up. Carter comes back again to relieve the pressure. They're going to be asking questions of Evans on that pass soon. Ogar. Sean Arms tries to attack the hard show, puts it on the floor, gets in the lane, just drops it to Carter for 2 and 1. All about the arm and ball handle. Just dropped it down to Robert Carter. Handles in traffic, beautiful pass, just drops it almost out of his hand. And Evans is going to be charged with a personal coming over the back. And finally, Gaziantep getting options against this pressure that might make Coach Markovic a little happier. McNeely going all the way. Oh, Carter just spiked it. So his fan club in the crowd just wanted to give him a souvenir. Knocks that one to the cheap seats. Way above the ring, Robert Carter. Volleyball spike-like block. 2 blocks for Robert Carter. 13 on the possession. Walkup puts it on the floor. Contain the dribble now. They've got to make it go. Oh, nice move. Beautiful second move. Got the defense in the air. Tremendous second step. Little floater for 2. Great to watch. Rudd is the release option against the pressure. Ogar. And Ludwigsburg challenge you to attack them coming out of this press. Carter going to work around the ring, can't get it to drop. Offensive rebound, barrels his way back up. Goes up again, ball knocked away by McNeely. Chance to run the other way. Numbers down the floor, 5-on-3 break. Drops for the and 1, and Elgin Cook didn't pull it out, took it straight up strong. He gets the 2, and will go to the free throw line. And again, Ludwigsburg just executing on the finish that much better. Carter can't. Cook can't get it, but Walkup can. Stolen though. Ogot picks his pocket. Gets it back somehow. It's a little messy, but who cares if you're a Gaziantep fan? And Markovic is an unhappy coach and gets the tee while his team is in possession. Well, he cannot continue to remonstrate like this. Well, there's the steal. Great work by Oga. Here he goes. Now, what's the issue? Well, there's nothing here. Then he has it. I can, well, let's just move on, I think is the phrase. I'm not really sure what foul we were looking to get called if you're a Gaziantep fan, or in particular Coach Markovic. There was maybe a little palm on that could have been called, but the effect is we're back to a 12-point game. And Gaziantep got to do it all again. Karan Johnson. He's spent a lot of time dribbling on this possession. Now, is he going to look to pass now? No, it's all about Johnson. Goes up off the glass. Doesn't get the drop. Well, one-man offensive, 24 seconds. Carter looks to hit the second side. Does so. Three is gone. Is short. Walkup gets another positive stat. Somehow, off the floor again, as he made another assist off the floor. No, Ogat gets a defensive rebound. Looks long. Armand going up. And one. A little end-to-end. A little frantic, but Gaziantep restore a little bit of that momentum lost by the technical foul. Nice move by Armand to the far side of the ring.
Gaziantep basketbolda oyuna dahil olan oyuncu Patrick Miller, üçüncü oyuncu Erol Çatçıkı.
Well, they really have got themselves back in this now. Armand with 3 assists, as well as his points, of which those were his first 3. Walkup fills the double team. Turnover again. Miller attacks it on the dribble, goes upstairs, and just needed a little bit more composure. And we would have had highlight number 1. Just needed to put it up softer. And Ludwigsburg are beginning to get worked out on the dribble. It's not really an attempt to pass through this press. Karan Johnson has it. Chowski gives him the ball screen. Almost stolen by Kowalczewski. Will move it on. Walkup. 4 on the possession. Turnover. Armand again in traffic, goes up. Great follow by Carter. Timeout for Ludwigsburg. And Gaziantep close it. To a single-digit advantage. It's a 7-point game on the back of the Carter layup. Coach Patrick wants the timeout. Let's take a listen.
Dribble through 5 guys every time. Just pass the ball. Big guy, you can help out. You got to look like you want the ball. Okay? They're switching at the end where they have Carter on us here. Okay? Set it up. Get a guy in seat position here. And then we can set a flare or something to open it up. And if they continue to switch like that. We got a lot of room to operate. Okay.
Well, sometimes the technical foul call has perhaps the desired effect that Coach Markovic wanted. His team already had momentum. They'd already found some combinations at the beginning of the work. We get a replay of Evans being very destructive in the post. And there's a massive opportunity missed. Michalski beats the pressure. And they almost turn it over. Michalski has it, moves it on. Walkup thinks about the early three. Will take the full screen. Elgin Cook as it rips away. Great hands by Armand. He's everywhere in the last 3-4 minutes. He has literally taken over. Michalski for three from deep is no good. Carter's coming to play in this second quarter. Chance to cut this to a 5 or a 4-point game. And Gaziantep with all the momentum. Armand, nice pass. Carter at the high post, nice find. Rudd thinks about it, going baseline. Needs a pass. Ogat for three is off. Much better though from Gaziantep. Share the ball much nicer. And they've slowed down this Ludwigsburg offense as well. Oh, again, Carter just absolute intimidation. Armand, Rudd will throw it down on the alley-oop. Bang from Rudd. Momentum with Gaziantep. Extension on the defense. You have everything in the game now. Crowd involved. Elgin. Cook doesn't get the drop. Important now that Gaziantep get another good one. Miller has it. Armand coming off that little screen to curl. Finds Rudd in the corner for three. Great work by Carter. Oh, gets it alive, but that'll be okay, says the official. Miller down the lane. Little hoopsie-doopsie for two. 3-point game. Gaziantep on a roll. Oga really has 2 fouls to give. No issue with the intensity for the steal. Crowd are almost begging him to go after it. Does not want Johnson to close down the tempo of the game. Gaziantep, highlight for Victor Rudd. And Ludwigsburg have literally been ground to a halt. Now, the defense from Gaziantep, as we said, get stops and run in transition. Take the defensive pressure, the trap out of the game by getting stops of your own. Walkup moves it on. Michalski takes the long two, is long. Jump shots are just not dropping now. And the wrong guy perhaps is getting him too early. Handle by Armand in the lane, gives it to Rudd. Not sure where Miller was going, but they'll get a new 14 seconds. Got to execute now if you're Gaziantep. Ludwigsburg have made the statement here. They really have got down and played defense on that series. Let's take a listen to Coach Markovic.
Hey, you should run flat. Set the screen for Vic. They're switching everything. You have a small guard on him.
Take screen. Player for Sean. Step up. Okay. Take handoff after the player for Sean. Okay. Patrick, take the ball. Open up. Go to the screen. Attack opposite of the screen. Go all the way. Right hand. Or you stay in the corner. Okay.
Well, momentum going into halftime, always a big factor. Gaziantep trail 28-31 with the basketball. Less than a minute to go. They are the team at the moment with the momentum. Just got to execute hard here down the end of the half. Armon has it. Post up for Carter. Baseline help comes. Needs a pass wide open. Miller attacks it, gets a blocking foul. That'll be the fourth team foul for Ludwigsburg. Miller has it. New full team. Takes the Carter ball screen, moves it. Good gut. Nice find right in the corner. Steps back for the three. Way short. Walk up has it. Looks long. Great take. Oh, what a play. Evans just looks like he has time when there is no time to be had. Beautiful pass. Great collect. And super control. Finds a way to get an angle. And the whole gym just has all the energy sapped out of it. Quarterback pass. Evans for the and-one play is good. So important for Gaziantep to finish the half on a good note. What should be pretty much the last possession. Just about get it over. Miller. Let the ball do the work. Carter with the ball screen. 7 on the possession. Miller in the lane with a tough little floater. Gets the 2. Walk up is short on the halfway line shot, and we have reached the half. And trailing by double digits, Gaziantep was struggling, but a tremendous second quarter brings them back to a 4-point deficit. They trail 30-34 at the half. Ludwigsburg trying to end Gaziantep's chances of being in the last 16. Go to the locker room with a narrow advantage. Here are the statistics. Gaziantep, well, it's pretty clear where they should be going. 61% from 2-point range. Only 40% from the free throw line is not going to please it. Keeping things going on the glass. 8 assists for Gaziantep, 5 for Ludwigsburg. And those 5 for Ludwigsburg, 4 of those were in the first quarter. 3 blocks from Gaziantep. They are energy-giving moments in that game. Going to take a look at the scorers and the game leaders. Carter with 8 rebounds is having a really, really impressive game. Walkup showing up again. Sean Armon with a 4 assists is beginning to become a huge factor on this game. 4 turnovers for Walkup. Don't expect that to grow too many more. So Rudd, Carter and Miller ticking it over. Evans, Walkup and Johnson all with 9, 7 and 6. Set up beautifully. Gaziantep having got over their nerves, right back in this. A win could keep them alive. A loss, they're out. There's no way they can progress in the Basketball Champions League. The game between PAOK and Neptunus is just getting towards the end of quarter one, and PAOK have the narrow 2-point lead. That's a crowd here, and the fans and the organizations will have one eye on that game. But they've got to get the business done here, Gaziantep. So we'll leave you with some highlights of literally two completely different quarters. Dominant in the first period, Ludwigsburg, but as the game progressed in that second quarter, Gaziantep came right back in it. We'll take a break. We'll see you shortly to see if Ludwigsburg can get the win on the road that will end it for Gaziantep. Or Gaziantep, with their backs to the wall, maybe keep their hopes alive. We'll see you soon. Well, welcome back to Gaziantep. The team's back on the floor. Would have been an interesting locker room, that's for sure. Which Markovic did everything he could, including losing a little bit of control, getting the tee to get his team back on track, and he definitely did that. They trailed by as many as 15 in that first half, but dragged it back to a 4-point game, shooting over 61% from two. So when they attacked this ring and then beating the press, they finished really well by the end of that first half. Ludwigsburg got taken out of their tempo. That's the only way you can describe it. When the tempo is up and down, they're a very, very competitive team. When it becomes a little bit slow, quick, a little disjointed, they struggle in the half court in particular. And that's exactly what Gaziantep were able to do to them. So game is evenly poised ahead of this second half. Victor Rudd, even though Rudd had a, let's just say, inconsistent first half. 4 for 12 shots, which is more than he averages for the season. Averages just over 10. 12 shots and only 4 for 12. However, he's not going to stop shooting it when he's open. And him and Sean Armand, who again also not the most efficient of the Gaziantep players. You could argue Gaziantep taking far too many threes. But they do have guys who have good three-point numbers across this Basketball Champions League season. I mean, Rudd's shooting 31% from the three-point line. It's not like the percentages out at the moment. Anyway, here we go. Start of the second half. Gaziantep with Ogat will have the first look at the half court. Patrick Miller gets it into the half-court set. Rudd outside, guarded by Evans. I still think that matchup could be pivotal in this game. Rudd, well, he's staying with a three. Off again. Definitely has a green light from out there. Great run by Wachowski. Someone has to get safe and protect the home. And Ogat didn't. Easy two for Ludwigsburg. Ogat, little weave action here for Gaziantep. Rudd has it on the three-point line, tries to get to the foul line, does. Ogat attacks it, goes inside to Carter, knocked away. Chance to run the other way, Evans has it. Chowski will reverse it, hit the second side. Walkup will take the ball screen. Evans, little fake, goes up. Will go to the free throw line. And it's a little bit deja vu at the start of this second half. Ludwigsburg, much more the aggressor. Penetration by Evans, takes a big hit. Finds himself on the free throw line. Great action, smooth, it's everything extended, straight lines. Wachowski gets an offensive board, and at the moment, Gaziantep have stayed in the locker room. It's just bodies that have come out on the floor. No intensity. Great rebound by Rudd. Now Miller has it. Moves it on. Armand will get the ball screen from Carter. He dives. Gets it down and gets it deep. Inside out. Rudd turns down the three. 9 on the possession. Miller in the lane, going strong. Doesn't get the drop, but will go to the free throw line. Moskowski is always in the action. You saw Jonas Thiemann limping off a hard time. Obviously made the trip here to Turkey, but will not play. So extended minutes for Wolskowski. Just to make it a 5-point game, which Miller does. Wolskowski, nice pass, great finish by Evans. Well, as soon as Robert Carter jumped out on that screen, Wolskowski knew he had an advantage. They got it, they took it. Easy two. Miller in the lane, goes to Carter, wraps the pass, wide open in the corner is Arman. And Arman and Rudd just cannot find the three. Just have no rhythm on it, just cannot knock the three ball down. Walk up. Nearly. Evans is off the glass for three. Well, if you saw Coach Markovic in the background, his body language could not have said it any louder. Shrug of the shoulders, deep on the shot clock, and the bank was open. Miller, slow skip pass. Sean Arman has it, Carter dives, almost takes too much traffic to the ball though. Arman gets set, short again. In he comes, and Ludwigsburg off to the races again. Foul by Sean Arman. Elgin Cook will inbound. Kieran Johnson. Evans again, becoming more and more influential as the game develops. Johnson has it, 10 on the possession. Guarded by Rudd, step back for three, just buries it. Wow, quality by Kieran Johnson. Rudd had to gap him a little because of the foot speed. And it's back out to a 13-point game as Johnson just nails the three from deep. Timeout for Gaziantep. This play isn't the problem, well, hands down by Victor Rudd. But they have come out of the locker room and have not continued with that intensity. Let's take a listen to Markovic.
We are walking, and we start to play with 14 seconds. And then they catch out, we are dribbling, 5 seconds to go, we are shooting 4 shots. Bring the ball fast and play. One down, horns, horn side, one side, quick, whatever you want, just faster. And if they hedge out, show up, extra pass, no pass, keep pass, attack, more extra pass.
And getting it back, and you have on the weak side, Elgin is there. Okay.
Let's go, boys. Defense, 1, 2, 3. Keep up the hedging. Good hedging. Get stopped.
Well, the hard hedge is really effective at the moment for Ludwigsburg. Really has taken Gaziantep out of what they're trying to get off that pick and roll action. Out of the timeout again, Ludwigsburg up the floor. Miller on the dribble again. It's in the lane, kicks it. Rudd moves it on. Carter will hit the second side and screen. In the lane, count it. Sean Arman, it's not working from the three-point line. He's got to find his rhythm by going to the glass. He's making good decisions right now. Great job taking a bit of contact. Just to make it a 10-point game. Trying to restore some of that momentum that Gaziantep had at the end of that first half. And Armand just can't buy a jump shot or a free throw at the moment. Sears will reverse it. In the corner for three, just sweet as you like. Elgin Kirk, as Coach Patrick said, we got Elgin over here, was the timeout description. And there he was, over here. Knocks down the three, great hands, but Miller will recover it. 10 on the possession. And Sears gets one of those dumb fouls. Oh yeah, we'll take the high screen. Freemanis, who's been a bit player tonight. Great game last week. Freemanis gets it. Tries to back in. Goes with a turnaround. Is short. Great rebound shape by Ludwigsburg. 4 guys all over the glass. Walk up will advance the basketball. Crucial moment for Gaziantep now. Plenty of time left in the game. 3 is gone, he's off by McNeely. Chance to run, Armand has it. They have 4 on 3 here. They can't execute though. Nice find, Rudd takes the extra part. Oga for 3 is off. And they have had open look after open look. They just cannot get them to fall.
Gaziantep basketbolda oyuna dahil olan oyuncu Patrick Miller, oyuncu Sean Armin, Ludwigsburg'da oyun gören oyuncu David McRae, oyuncu Peter McNeil.
Rudd will advance it, looks to attack it. They just need to tick it over. They only have 34 points with all this offensive talent. And we've only got 4:40 to go. Turnover. Evans again in the play and flashes on the breakaway. Comes up with the steal, gets on the runway and throws it down. Minus reverses. They need to tick it over. Burst through the trap. Ogut's after it. Sears gets to the far side of the ring, doesn't get the drop, but gets his own rebound. Great effort. Justin Sears now he needs a pass. He's got a whistle on the play. Three is off. Defensive rebound by Rudd. They've got to get some energy out of Rudd. They trail by 13 with 3.5 to go in the third. Oga off the screen. Pick and pop. Freemanis didn't really pop and ask. Just popped. time they move it. Attack the closeout. Ball's knocked away. Another turnover. Kieran Johnson outside, slows it down, calms it down. Last 2:40 of the third. Johnson in the lane is fouled and will go to the free throw line.
Gaziantep basketbolda Avrupa oyuncusu 11 numara Patrick Miller. Ludwigsburg'da oynayan oyuncusu 13 numara Florenco oyuncu Dwayne Evans. İki serbest atış. Kieran Johnson. Gaziantep basketbolda oynayan oyuncusu 4 numara Robert Carter, 1 numara Sean Arnold, oyuncular Erol Janchenko, Ronald Baymans.
First one is good from the line. Johnson again having another very, very competent night at the office. Miller in the lane, wraps it. Armin attacks it, a little hesitation. He gets there, Rudd for three, lets it fly by, and still can't buy one. Great work by Carter. He comes up with the offensive rebound, goes up, and one. How they needed that. They are just about hanging in here by the skin of their teeth. We'll make it a 12-point game if he makes the and one. Victor Rudd at the moment is a woeful 1 from 8 from the three-point line. 4 from 14. Him and Sean Armand, the two leading scorers on this team, 6 from 23. There's no way Gaziantep win with those numbers with those two players. Carter misses the and one. They have taken 23 out of the team's 41 shots, and they just can't buy enough. Johnson will move it on. Three is gone, is short. Job on the glass by Rudd. He boxes out, gets it off to Miller. Miller attacks it. Defensive effort by Elgin Cook. Rudd needs a pass, finds one. Carter will go handoff to Armand, tries to turn the corner. Gets his feet set for three. Finally it drops. Finally they get one to drop. They cut it to 10. They're probably like London buses. Wait for one forever. And then they come along in bunches. Woskowski will hand it off. Penetration is quick. Johnson is blocked though from Carter. He gets another block. Sean Armand, big step through for two. 8-point game. Timeout for Ludwigsburg. 1:24 to go in three. And a little spell where Gaziantep get their big men going. Armand goes 5 points in a row. They close it to 8. And Patrick takes time out to try and stem the momentum. Great block by Carter to initiate that.
Either team, they're not calling me, okay? So just recognize it, go in, and kick out. We got to get to the shooters. We got to get to the shooters outside. We're doing a good job one-on-one. Okay, look to collapse when they drive. Okay, it's our ball right here. Dwayne, you're back in. Justin, you're back in. Flo, you're out. You're at the 3. You're at the 2. You're at the 1 right now, okay? Okay.
Careful.
This guy, come up. You know what
With
I'm saying?
Kajieva.
If he had,
Hey,
you here, you can
listen,
okay?
listen. With Kajieva, everybody except going up number 6, we switch every pick and roll with Kajieva. Okay, okay. Protect the board. If you go there, play horn side, pass to corner. Horn side, pass to corner.
Mola dönüşü. Riesen Ludwigsburg.
8-point game with just over a minute to go in the third. Dwayne Evans out top, gets it off to Kieran Johnson. Evans going baseline, has it taken away. Carter can't get it. Bayham can. And we got a whistle on the play. I think the foul will be called on Justin Sears. Bayham could have a factor in this, could become a factor in this game. He was good, more than good. He was very good last week in Ventspils on the free throw line. Gets the drop on the second. Kieran Johnson into the half court. In the lane, kicks it wide open. Johnson for three is good. Kieran Johnson, just, as I just said, he really is impressing across the board. Controlled, gets the ball where it needs to be got to, and then makes his open shots when he's open. 10-point game. Penetration, Miller needs to find someone, does one. Asieva can't get it to drop, long rebound. Sean Arman lines up the three, got it! Back-to-back threes to Sean Arman. Can't buy one for a game, then goes 2 from 2. 7-point game after that, last 6 seconds. Johnson in the corner is long, and that'll do it for the end of 3. And we're almost back to where we were at the start of 3. Nice comeback from Gaziantep. Ludwigsburg opened up double-digit leads in that period, but we've reached the end of 3. And the home team fighting back again. They trail 48-55 against Ludwigsburg. 1 quarter to try and stay alive in the Basketball Champions League.
Weekend defensive rebound. They're just getting offensive rebounds.
Gaziantep still up there at 64% from 2. Slightly better from the three-point line. The 2 threes from Rudd deep in that third period have really held that number. Ludwigsburg still managing to, well, I hesitate to say control this game, but they are very much in the ascendancy. It's Gaziantep we've got to push to try and get back in the game, and they've got to get defensive stops. Sean Arman now moved on to 13 points, even though he's 2 from 8 from the three-point line. He was 0 from 6. That's how much he was struggling. What a player Dwayne Evans is. He must be generating a lot of interest. Still only 25 years old. Well, he listed as a power forward, but he handles the ball so well. Very, very intelligent as a basketball player. Nice season here so far for Ludwigsburg. Walkup has it. In the half court. Jalski on the ball screen, he'll dive. Tough pull up at the foul line. Wachowski just about keeps it alive. They've said that scraped the ring. Evans with a pull up long 2, catches the front of the ring. Chance to run here for Gaziantep. Miller is fouled. Unsportsmanlike foul by Walkup. Have to agree. Big, big call, though. If he makes these and then they score, it could be down to as little as 3. See, that's not an attempt to play the ball. That's an attempt to stop the break. Oh, 1 for 2, 6-point game. But they have the possession. An eternity in terms of basketball left in the game. 9:30. Miller will get it over the half. Well, here they come. 3-point game again. 9 to go. Whistle on the play. Armour's going to be charged with a personal. Evans, where you'd want the ball. Defense in the post by Armon. Extension on the defense by Gaziantep. Walk up. 5 on the clock. Going to have to take the jumper. Way short. And it's Ludwigsburg's turn to struggle for any sort of momentum and rhythm offensively. Miller penetrates, kicks, bam. Pulls up for the 2, is long. And there's a whistle on the play. Asieva draws the contact. Well, there you see the arm over the shoulder by Elgin Cook. Gets the drop. We'll have to see on the official on this one. Takes it strong, Armand. Gets the block, gets the drop. Should be shooting throws. Chance to tie the game. They have trailed since very early on in the first quarter, and they can't get the free throw to drop. 1-point game, 8 minutes to go. Basketball Champions League future on the line for Gaziantep. Chance to win the group and keep the hopes alive for winning the group for Ludwigsburg. I love these European nights. Little jump hook, Evans can't get it to drop. Wiskowski goes to work on the glass, but he's going to be charged with a foul. Wiskowski. Are they going to call this loose ball? They should do. This is why you come and watch these games. This is what Basketball Champions League at this stage of the season is all about. Desperation, trying to stay alive, trying to get the seeded position. Here's Miller. We'll get the ball screen from Rudd, who pops. Miller attacks it, gets to the lane, kicks it. Arman's fumbled it on the catch. Walkup has to steal, and he slips. Bam. Asieva for 2, and Gaziantep have come from 15 down to take the 1-point lead. 7:20 to go. Love the crowd reaction. Walkup was slipped a couple of times on the on the vinyl, these on-court advertising parts of the floor. Johnson, Michalski gets it inside. It's going to work, and Miller is called for the foul.
Son 14 saniye. Susmuyoruz. Haydi Salah.
Tough one with Rudd all over it. They're going to cause the foul, though. Rudd took the space away. Off balance. It's a tough call. You can see it from both perspectives. Corinne Johnson goes 2 for 2 from the line. Rob with the ball screen. Bam, moves it on. Armand wants some space to play. 7 on the shot. Armand steps back, doesn't get the drop. Asieva comes up with the offensive rebound. Evans is going to knock that one too hard, and the ball will go back to Gaziantep with 9 on the possession. You've got to go the whole length of the floor in 9. Plenty of time. Rudd has it. He hasn't got that much time, though. He's going to takes it inside, off the glass for 2. Doesn't get the drop. Great work on the glass. Miller gets the 2. Tremendous work recently by Asieva on the glass. Kept that one alive. Gaziantep with a 1-point lead. 6 to go. Evans with a handoff. McNeely attacks it down the middle. Is fouled and will go to the free throw line. Both teams already in the penalty. This fourth quarter is going to take a while. Can only go 1 from 2. Who's coming up with that? Sears keeps it alive. Tremendous work. Cook in the lane. Fires it out to McNeely. Evans for 3. Way short. And Rudd will calm it down. And we've got a whistle on the play. I'm not really sure. The padding underneath the basket has come disconnected. We're going to have to do a little running repair. coaches will take the opportunity to take the timeout. Just if you're really interested, those holes in the bottom of the phone are supposed to be where they attach it to the backboard. I'm sure it won't take them long to resolve the issue. The music's on. And both coaches take the chance to get an extra time out here. 5:30 to go. Gaziantep have been down by 15, down by 11, and now find themselves right back in this. Game tied, 5 minutes to go. Your Champions League, your Basketball Champions League future on the line. Ludwigsburg trying to stay in step with Tenerife. If Tenerife slip up in either their home game tonight or their away game next week, Ludwigsburg want to be there to take that #1 seed. And what could be considered to be an easier round of 16 game. Been interesting the way that this game has ebbed and flowed. Ludwigsburg, when they were able to score and impose their defense up the floor on Gaziantep, they look by far the better team, but as soon as Gaziantep find ways to put 2 or 3 scores in the book, it takes that ability to press out of the game for Ludwigsburg, and that's why it's been a bit of an ebb and a flow, because there have been times where Gaziantep have dried up offensively, and all that happens then is that the Ludwigsburg screw gets turned tighter and tighter. So it's going to be an intriguing last 5 minutes. A lot riding on this. Penetration off the glass is no good. See Ava again on the glass. He's been so good in this 4th quarter. Just getting after it. Walk up or walk it up the floor in the half court. It's not the style of game that suits Ludwigsburg, but they're going to have to play it this way. Cook settles for the 3 and just drops it. No one had a hand on it. Just knocked down the 3. The last 5 minutes just not reflective at all of the game. It's now a walk it down, play half court basketball. Miller, foul line, jump shot is good. You trust your defense here. Walkup is fouled and will go to the free throw line. Not the smartest decision of the night. Walkup shoots 80% from the free throw line. So, but as we've said on numerous occasions, statistics in the last 5 minutes of a game that's tight pretty much mean nothing. It's about your mentality, your confidence. Stay with what you know. Walkup makes a second 2-point gain for Ludwigsburg. Now they can press. Now they can play up the floor. Can't really get after it because they've committed those fouls early in the fourth. Rudd will hand off and flare off the screen. Bam, gets in the lane, kicks it. Miller goes in, Bam with the crazy looking push shot that's bouncing around and doesn't drop, and Evans comes down with an impressive defensive rebound. Cook will go inside. Evans tries to create an angle, doesn't, and Rudd comes down with it. He pushes. Miller, arm on these touches of the ball, surely. Sievers' ball screen creates havoc. Sears fouls, 2 shots for Gaziantep. And Miller can't get the first one to drop. Another 80% free throw shooter, misses the first. And makes the second. Makes it a 1-point game. Kieran Johnson moves it on. They hit the second side. Walkup turns down the screen, going baseline for the easy 2. No one played any help. No one at the bottom of the eye. No one on the help side. Walkup just takes it for 2. Too easy. Great decision, though, by Thomas Walkup. Timeout for Gaziantep. 3:27.
Whoever is guarded by 5 men, okay, will stay here, okay? Whoever is guarded from 2 of you, by 4 men, here. Sean, stay here. Kabir, here, okay?
Oh, they're saying under?
They're yelling under, so the first one, I don't know what the big guy's doing. I'm just still picking up off this.
Yeah, and be available. Hey, on the, when we take it out just now, way to meet the ball. Good job meeting the ball. Because number 18 is sneaking behind you. So big guy be
Mola dönüşü hücum Gaziantep basketbol.
Oh, move by Miller to the ring. Doesn't get the drop, though. And Walkup comes up with it. Chance to make this a 2-possession game. And gets the 2 on the break. And Elvin Cook just finished it without any hesitation. There's no way Rudd gets across. He's lucky to get away with the block not being called as a blocking foul. Definite sideways movement. Cook gets the 2. Carter's back, 5-point game, 3 to go. Ogut's back. Gaziantep hanging on by the fingertips. Again, after a score, the defense for Ludwigsburg is just intense. Ogut can't control it. Laskowski goes up. Is fouled from behind by Rudd. All about defensive pressure. Gaziantep have struggled throughout this game when Ludwigsburg actually get their defense set and get up the floor. Nice finish by Wachowski. Gets the first. Rudd will reverse it. Armand been quiet for the last minute or so. Rudd gets it to Ogard on the lift for three is long. A great box out. Got Carter off the glass and just held space. Walkup gets it over into the half court. Evans, who always calms down this lineup. Wiskowski goes down low. Walkup has it. Trying to walk Ogard into the post. Deflection, great save. And Ogard is fouled with the loose ball foul. Made sure it was called too. And Johnson trying to recover it. Means that Gaziantep will walk the length for the floor. Great work by Miller. They've just been unable to get back in the game. This will be the third time they've come back in this game, Gaziantep, if they can close this 7-point margin. Still plenty of time. Got to make the throws, though. Ogard makes the first. Goes 2 for 2 from the line. Johnson has it, guarded by Miller. Miller almost gets the piece of it. Walkup. 5 on the possession. Walkup's got to go up. It spins in the lane. Doesn't get the 2. And the ball's gone out of bounds, and it'll be a new 14-second reset. And Carter just had his feet on the line. Game of inches. Hands by Carter. Finds itself back to Evans in traffic. Hits nothing. The ball belongs to Gaziantep. Miller, far side of the ring, wraps the pass, wide open, Armand for 3, it's short. Defensive rebound, Evan Miller nicks it, goes up for 2, keeps the game alive. What a play by Miller. Evans had the defensive rebound. We got a 1-possession game with 1:13 to go. Just knocks it out, gets it, uses the ring to protect it, gets the 2. We got a 3-point margin.
Tom, you got a DK here?
Great numbers from the 3-point line by Ludwigsburg, 44%.
You have a DK. Take it out here.
Slightly better for Gaziantep, but the game's been won and lost from beyond the 3-point line from their perspective. They just haven't managed to knock down open threes. Victor Rudd has gone 4 from 15. I mean, he's picked the wrong night to have the game that no one would have expected him to have. Saving grace, he's done a great job on the glass, 6 boards, but he's just been unable to be as offensively productive as he is normally. Kieran Johnson, on the other hand, has had a really nice game. Dwayne Evans just 1 rebound away from a double-double. Wiskowski has been tremendous tonight. In the absence of Thiemann, he's really stepped up. Trying to take as much out of this possession as possible. Johnson has it. Really need to stop here. Gaziantep. Kieran Johnson. Now he's got Carter. Walk up, lines up the three, way off. Rudd has it, chance to make it a 1-point game or tie it up. Arman goes up, he's blocked. What a rebound by Evans. Walk up will get it over. Missed opportunity for Gaziantep. Johnson throws everybody away. 8 seconds on the possession. Just breaks it down, goes up, right hand off the glass, doesn't get the roll. 5-on-4 at the moment, Johnson's out of the play. Here's Miller. Rudd attacks it, right hand, contact, will go to the free throw line. Wiskowski's not going to get across. Here's the block on the last play as Arman went in. Evans cleans up. They've called Rudd for the offensive. They've called Rudd for the offensive foul. My mistake. Didn't really look as though he had established position coming across from the middle to the side. But obviously I have nowhere near the angle that the official has. Evans has had a marvelous game. 17 points, 9 rebounds. In fact, 10 rebounds on the back of that last one. Big double-double for Dwayne Evans. Just super level. Evans 6 from 14 from the floor for his 17 points. 10 boards. Throw in a steal. And he's had an impressive night at the office. As has Walkup. And Kieran Johnson again impresses. Continues to impress in this lineup. 4 assists to go of his 16 points. So Gaziantep, is there still one more chance in this game? They trail by 3. One more stop, one more steal. Chance to make the 3. Ludwigsburg. Walkup gets it off. Wiskowski gets it down. They're not going to put it up. And they decide to foul Johnson, and 5 seconds it ticked off the clock. Well, Johnson's a 63% free-throw shooter. They could have fouled someone worse. He only really needs 1 from 2. One from 2 will make this a 2-possession game. Well, that does make it a 2-possession game. Ludwigsburg will be up the floor. I don't think they have a timeout left, Gaziantep. Well, they do. So there's still light at the end of the tunnel. Come down, get a quick shot, make it a 1-possession game. You're only 1 steal away from a win or overtime then.
Sean, Cinco, Ur, okay. Ur, first one, go here. Ur, go second, okay. Try to make back screen for him and pop out, okay. 1-on-1 shot or direct back screen, okay. When this guy cut and this guy cut,
Well, they get it where they want it. Armour puts it on the floor, goes up, gets the 2. 6 seconds to go. A 1-possession game. Need the steal. Walk up. Evans, how fitting is that? Throws it down at the end of the game. And that'll do it. Gaziantep, the faint hope of continuation in the Basketball Champions League, goes with defeat at home. They lose it 67-72 to MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg, who still are in contention for the #1 finish. Disappointing end for the fans. A great end for Coach Patrick. And here it is, Evans, the guy of the game, the man of the game, the MVP on tonight's game. Double-double, finishes with the two-handed throwdown. And Ludwigsburg places a little pressure on Tenerife as they go top of the group, albeit until the last game, the nightcap game of tonight, when Tenerife will have Ilan Chalon in the Canary Islands. Well, Gaziantep now concentrate on improving their position. They've got one more game in the Basketball Champions League to go. They improved their position in Turkey. Here are the numbers. The only numbers that really matter, 72-67, but 41% from the three-point line, crucial. 50% for Gaziantep from the free-throw line. It has destroyed their chances of getting the win on tonight's game. It just about shaded it on the glass. 18 turnovers and 50% from the free-throw line has made it impossible for Gaziantep to get the win here. Totally in their control. Take care of the ball, make your free throws, you win. Arman had a nice game at 17 points. His numbers weren't great, but Evans, 19 and 10. Tremendous performance from Dwayne Evans. McNeely came up with 4 steals. Miller was excellent down the end of the game. Came up with big plays in terms of part of those 6 steals. Walkup had an uncharacteristic 7 turnovers. But Armand, Miller, and Carter, points-wise for Gaziantep. Evans, Johnson, and Cook, who gave great minutes off the bench for Ludwigsburg. What a tremendously controlled, professional performance by Ludwigsburg on the road. That'll give them a real buzz. Currently top of the table until Tenerife play Chalon this evening. Gaziantep can no longer qualify. They are too many games out of the qualification place. Chalon and Pauk have got to still be chasing the towel of Ventspils. And at the moment, Pauk look like they're going to get the win at home, which would set up a huge game next week with Ventspils. With the winner, looks like the winner could seal the qualification place unless Ilan Chalon do what not many teams have done in a very long time and get a win in Tenerife. It's been another great night of Basketball Champions League action. I hope you've enjoyed that one. We're going to leave you with some highlights of that game. And we'll see it. Why not catch the nightcap game? Why not catch the game between Tenerife and Ilan Chalon? But for now, from Turkey, from the Basketball Champions League, and another win for Ludwigsburg, it's good night.